Okay, hey everybody. So listen, hopefully y'all can see me good. We are at our parking storage where we have to park our trailer because it's too big to go in the neighborhood. So today I'm out here with my husband and we are doing a few things. For starters, let's talk about this situation. This is a flat tire. Baby, what happened? Huh? The tire blew out. So, you guys know, or those of you that don't know, we are in business. These are some big holes right here.
Yeah, you gotta watch that.
I don't even want to be back here. Because I don't even know what could come up out them holes.
I be watching that all the time.
Y'all, these holes is huge. I like dogs, not animals. Amen. Okay, so I'm gonna walk around to the other side. So he had a blowout, and we had to come to the storage today, so that my husband could do some organization. So those of you who, like I said, don't know, we are in business, and my husband is a master plumber. He's been doing plumbing for over 30 years, but with a whole lot of extra stuff, y'all, because yeah, we had to match. Why would you even ask that? So today,
So what happened was,
I should have brought the mics. I didn't even think about it.
what happened was we had had a blowout on the tire on the trailer, a little distance away from where we parked the trailer, and I went to Tractor Supply to get another tire and rim because it destroyed the rim too. And, and they didn't have the proper size. You know, I needed a 15, but they had a 14. So in order for me to make it home, I had to put a 14 on there. Okay, all right. And as you can see, it's still a white rim. Take that 14 off because I just purchased another 15, which was a white rim also, and I spray painted it black. And here it is.
So let me show you. Now, y'all, I'm gonna be flipping back and forth, but here it is. I
spray painted it black so it can match the rest of the rims on the trailer.
Now, I'm gonna ask a question that I'm sure somebody probably gonna ask. Is it special spray paint that you need in order to, for it not to come off?
I just use Rust-Oleum.
Rust-Oleum.
Yeah, ain't nothing gonna rub it.
Okay, so y'all heard my husband, Rust-Oleum. So he's about to literally change off this tire. And are we gonna have to take it for a drive or something? Like, what are we doing after this?
Well, he had messed up some wiring on here too, so what I'm gonna do is repair the wiring behind the tire. And yeah, we're gonna end up taking it for a drive before the day is set up.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it in fast pace of him changing the tire. For those of you who don't know how to change a tire, this is pretty much almost the same but slightly different.
Well, let me explain to you what this thing is. As you can see, the front tire is rolled up on I think they call it easy jack or something.
Yes, that's what it's called.
And when you roll it up on it, it's supposed to lift up the both tires on the both sides. But the type of trailer that I have is on a pivot point. So if you look in here, that's a pivot point. So this tire is still touching the ground. So therefore, I have a jack to jack up the rest of the tire so I can change the tire.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll put it in fast forward so you guys can watch. Now, baby, what length of trailer is this?
16 feet.
So this is a 16-foot trailer.
8 feet wide.
8 feet wide, so 16 by 8. And you're gonna get a chance to see how he gets this done. All right, so let's speed it up. So buckets are our thing. Clearly, bucket. My husband said it's a part of the bucket list. Okay, I had to put this in normal speed because my husband said, and we got the Milwaukee organizer, so he wants to talk to y'all about his tools. It's a man's thing, so this video is definitely going to be dedicated to the ladies. If you have a man that's into some tools, Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming. Baby, tell them about your tools. What is this tool?
This is a Milwaukee organizer. I use this as my electrical wire nuts and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, because you said you was about to do the...
Yeah, because when the tire blew, it ripped off some of my electrical lights. So now I had to, actually, it ripped off an electrical brake too.
Oh, I see those little black wires down there.
Yeah, so I gotta put them back together.
Okay. So, baby, so while you're doing this, can you talk? Can I ask you questions or?
Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been doing electrical work? I know you've been doing plumbing for over 30 years.
As long as I've been doing plumbing.
So you've been literally doing everything, all the trades.
Not HVAC. HVAC, I've been doing it for maybe 20 something years.
Okay. And who taught you this stuff?
I was taught pretty much in the field.
By who?
Exposure from my dad, and the exposure from people that used to work for him. You know, so they took me up under their wings and taught me the trades, and now I learned a lot more on the jobs. You know, over the years. So that's where I get it from.
Okay, so out of all of the trades, which one would you say is the hardest to learn?
If you mechanically inclined, I don't think none of them is the hardest to learn.
Really?
Yeah.
So you think I can learn electricianal work?
Anybody can learn any of the stuff that we do.
Okay.
You know, you just have to have the zeal and the want to, you know, be able to learn it. You know, the fortitude to be able to learn it.
And comprehend it, right?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it depends on your teacher on how you comprehend things. A good teacher can make the hardest thing easy to comprehend.
Wow.
Because they'll break it down for you.
Oh, that's deep. That's deep. That'll preach right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a favorite out of all your trades?
Of course, I mean, I do plumbing. I'm a master plumber. You know, I'm a master plumber. And that's the funny thing about it too, you know, because I'm good at all of it. And I kind of like got tired of being a jack of all trades and a master of none. And I said that I was gonna pick one and go into my licensing. You know, when I was ready to start going towards my licenses. And plumbing, I just happened to pick plumbing. And the funny story about it is, it was between plumbing and electrical, and a plumbing truck. When I was talking to the Lord driving, a plumbing truck had went past, and that's how I ended up choosing plumbing.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
See, so you basically just said a whole lot in a little sentence or a little story, which is pretty much how God speaks in so many ways. And a lot of times we don't listen to all the different ways, but God speaks in so many different ways to us. And it was as simple as seeing a plumbing truck that helped you make the decision. And you've been very successful over the years in the plumbing. Well, in all of them. So definitely that's a good way of judging it or looking at it.
Yeah, because I'm a master plumber in several different states.
Yeah. Hold on, baby.
Simple.
Okay, so y'all, he just said the wiring is done, and you said when you have the right stuff.
Yeah, it makes it that simple. Now, what these are? These are easy electrical clips. So basically, you unsnap them, you strip the wire, you put it in there, and you snap them down, and the wire stay in there.
So what is stripping?
So stripping is taking the rubber coating off the wire, and then you just have the bare wire, and you have to, that's what you get contact on. So you put it in there, snap it. So that's why I was able to do the electric so quick.
Huh? Can I get some of those?
Absolutely not.
Ah! Listen.
Okay, so we ready for the new tire to go on. We just moving right along.
Moving right along. How long did this just take? Not even 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Not even you just did the electrical work in not even 10 minutes.
So we repaired 3 wires up under there.
Who are you?
Batman.
You did.
Batman.
You Batman. All right. So another plumbing another trade question. When you are deciding whether or not to go into a particular trade, whether it be for women or men, whatever the trade may be, when do you think it's too soon or when do you think it's too late?
It's never too soon and it's never too late. If you have a desire, I recommend that you just try it out, as early as possible. But if you have been doing other things, because I know some people that's been, in corporate jobs and later on they change to, trade jobs. Trade jobs, you make more money than most of the corporate jobs, a lot of corporate jobs.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of corporate jobs that, that don't make as much as the trade. And that's guys on journeyman level.
So what is a journeyman, just in case someone don't know?
Journeyman is first in the trades you have apprentices, and you have journeyman. After you finish your apprenticeship, and then you have masters. Each level you have to go for your test. And successfully pass your test. But there's a lot of money in the right job, the right sector of plumbing, electrical, HVAC, welding, and all of that stuff. And they're very successful and it's high paid.
Yeah, it is. That's one thing you love is the amount that you're able to make when you work for yourself.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work.
It's not only working for yourself, It's working for
the trade in general.
Certain companies too.
Oh, okay.
Certain companies you can make a lot.
Okay. So what would your recommendation be for someone who's looking to get into any of the trades that you are well versed in? What do you recommend the first step would be to start?
Be patient, come on in as a helper with a company, get your apprenticeship. A lot of people want to come in, like a lot of guys I knew, they want to come in on my level, and I'm not saying that I'm on a different level than you, but I have a different amount of experience, in the stuff that I do. But you can't expect to come in and get paid my rate.
Okay. So making the rate that you make is actually a part of the process, but it definitely takes time.
It takes time.
So you will eventually get to your rate. So what would you say is a good starting rate for apprenticeship?
It's going to be what company you go in, what area you're in, and what company. If you're in the city area, the rate's going to be higher.
Okay.
If you're in a more rural area, the rate's going to be lower. But when you're in a rural area, the cost of living is lower. So everything adds up.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say, because I live in North Carolina, New York makes more, so I want New York wages. But it doesn't go like that,
Okay. So can we use, based off of where we lived, what would you say a good starting rate would be for DC, the DMV area? for an apprenticeship program or apprenticeship position. Yes.
Apprentice or a helper, you know, you're gonna make probably somewhere between maybe $15 an hour.
Okay.
Maybe I would say maybe anywhere between $13 and $17 an hour.
Okay.
You know, but you might come in like 14 or 15.
And once you get to the masters, no, what was the second one? Is the journeyman's. I'm sorry. So how much is the journeyman's?
The journeyman can fluctuate because journeyman, that means that you can be out on your own. You know, if you're in your own truck, so it's going to fluctuate from company to company. You know, because and it's going to be about, you know, how much money you bring in and how much you're worth. So when you get to the journeyman level, you should be able to hold your own. So I would say the journeyman rate is going to be anywhere between $22 an hour to $28 an hour.
Okay, and then master.
Master is kind of like unlimited, so it depends on what you're going to do. So you're going to be between $30 an hour, maybe all the way up to $55 an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But really quickly, hold on. So really quickly, I wanted to flip the camera around to say something to you guys. So one of the things that my husband has always pointed out is a lot of times people avoid working for someone because of whatever the situation or circumstance may be. But one of the things that he always have made clear over the years to me, over the years to the kids, is knowledge is everything. And don't go to a job to get paid. Go to the job to get the knowledge, because can't nobody take that from you. And that's one of the things that I love that my husband has always pointed out. So I want to say really quick to interject, if he named all the different cost levels, if you go to a job, don't let the lack of what you want to make be a determination of not joining that process, because you're going to gain certain knowledge and certain wisdom that can go with you when you leave. So learn, and don't be unteachable. Don't be a person that can't be taught. And don't feel like you're just so smart for every single thing. Allow yourself to learn and allow yourself to grow. And then if it doesn't work out at that particular job, you can always go somewhere else. But hey, you have that knowledge. Okay?
You know what? Back it up.
He want me to back the car up so he can keep an eye on the trailer.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna back the truck off the easy jack. I let the hydraulic jack down already, so the rear tire is back on the ground, tighten up. So come back slowly. My wife is in the truck backing the trailer up. Here we go. She's coming back slowly, slowly. Slowly. Hold up. See, this is what I don't like. And I'm gonna try to snatch it out there because it looks like it's gonna rip my fender off. It bent my fender when I rolled it up on there. But it looks like it's gonna rip my fender off. So what I'm gonna do is, I may even jack it up and pull it out here. Okay? All right, we'll get right back. And pull it out, and I told him, I said, probably gonna have to jack it up and pull it out in there.
Okay, so my husband explained to y'all, yeah, I'm a Williamson. I know how to drive the truck with the trailer on it. So what is it, a certain what is this called that you doing, a jack? Is it a certain jack that you should have to do this?
Well, this is a 3-ton hydraulic jack. So this is what I
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. I just needed to take that pressure off. And it's right back on the ground.
Right back on the ground. Book, you just changed the tire in less than 20 minutes on the trailer and did the electric work.
Right, that's what I'm about to say. That's not all I did now.
You did 2 things. What'd they say?
So we're gonna use the other tire that we bought.
We got 5 minutes.
We're gonna use the other tire that we bought
as a spare. Okay, y'all. So my husband said he's about to fix the brake cable. So
the emergency brake cable.
The emergency brake cable. So do I need to switch sides? Do I need to go on the other side to be able to see?
Yeah, because I'm going to be sitting on this side.
Okay, so let me switch sides. Okay, so listen, if y'all have any questions, like, please don't be afraid to ask. Like, this is something that I say all the time. I'm in the shade now. I can take these off. This is something that I say all the time is if you guys have questions, like, don't be afraid to ask. Like, my husband and myself, we're pretty good with comfortable questions, if that makes sense. Respectful, comfortable questions. We will answer them. If you ask a question that we're not comfortable with, then we'll just block it or delete it or won't respond to it. So definitely, if it's a question and relates to what you are seeing him do here, definitely feel free to ask. So I'm going to prop up the phone and I'm just going to let it record my husband getting his work.
It's one of the wires that I fixed up behind the tires. So what this does is, if you ever, this is supposed to hook onto your truck. So if the trailer ever disconnect from your truck, yeah, now watch this closely. By this cable being hooked to your truck, this will pull out. You see that pull out? And what that does, and a lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't have pulled it out, but you can put it back in. But what that does, now the trailer brakes are locked.
Oh, so it'll it'll lock the brakes, like,
yeah,
as if the trailer has brakes. Oh.
Yeah, so it's an emergency brake. So to reactivate it, all you have to do is push it right back in.
Oh.
You know, so what I'm gonna do is change the cable because the cable is rotted.
Okay.
I actually got a thicker cable for it. You know, that has a vinyl covering on it.
Oh, okay.
This old one had a vinyl cover on it too, but you know, I wanted to get a thicker cable, so that's, you know, it was like the thicker cable was also cheaper than the thinner cable, you know.
Okay, so having a thicker cable would be more stable. I mean, stable. Yeah. I was saying sturdy and stable together.
Yeah, as long as it can fit in this hole. And what I did is bought a clamp. You know, what they call it, spring link with an eye bolt.
Okay.
You know, so the video will show how I'm doing it. Okay, so just watch the video.
Just watch the video. Let's go. Y'all, he wouldn't let me cut it because he said it'd take a finger off. What you say, baby?
I said you don't have to put a thick wire on like this. I just want my stuff heavy duty.
Yeah, I understand. Do y'all see that? Bishop Service Company, plumbing, drains, and gas fittings.
Yeah, but we just restructured the company.
Yes. So you're literally doing the same thing on this part that you're doing now. You're doing the same thing that you did with this one.
Yeah.
Okay. What you say, baby? That's it?
Yeah, so...
What is that?
It. So I'm going to hook up the lights so we can test the trailer lights and make sure lights are working. So we need to get this trailer up and going back on the road by tomorrow, so that's why we're working on everything.
Yes. I think we got it.
Yeah, we need to organize it a little bit more and set it back up the way that I had it set.
Mm-hmm.
You know, probably with a little more tweaks. So we gotta set the inverters back up in there because it had an inverter in there. You know, to be able to charge up the batteries and all of that stuff. So we're still working at it.
Yes, still working at it.
Amen.
Amen. You know where somebody be up in that? Woo. Definitely. Okay, you guys. So this is the inside of the trailer, and my husband built all of these. I don't even know what the other side. And so this side as well, he put this board up right here to hold the shelving. So everything needs to be organized. Is what he's saying. It's not necessarily that it's bad in here. It just needs to be a little organized. So, going to let you guys just watch as he organizes things, and I'll just like show you guys snippets, because as you can see it's going to be loud, but I'll show you guys snippets of how he organized things and get everything more stabilized. Okay, you guys, so after my husband just did like a little bit more investigation, the way the angle, let me show you guys. Okay, the angle that the trailer is in, it's like the back is down, so it's like coming up. So my husband is going to change the ball, and I'll show you guys how he does that, because in other words, the trailer is a little still too high in the front, so he wants to lower it down so then it'll be flat, where the weight is distributed between both tires, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Evenly. So both tires evenly. So he's going to get the brick. He's going to put it underneath the leg right here. He's going to lower that, and he's going to switch the ball around. Okay, you guys, so this is real life right here. We just switched this, well, my husband just switched this ball how many times? I'd say about three times, just to make sure that we can get this anchored pretty good, and so that we can get this leveled where the back is even, the trailer is even on, or the weight of the trailer is distributed evenly on the front and the back. Okay, so my husband is going to do that. He's going to stand back and he's going to say, how do you think, baby?
I think that's all right.
You think that's better? Okay, so he said that's better. So there we go. There you have it. Okay, you guys, I have to take a moment and give a shout out to my husband, because just the fact that he allowed me to help him was a blessing, because these are the kind of things that my husband liked to do himself, because he's very stickler about his organization and how he likes his things. He always says, I put it a certain place so that when I need it, I could just go back and get it. But me, I would have done everything the way I wanted to do it without asking him how he wanted it done. So he gave me all of the drop cloths. So as you can see, I'm in the back folding up the drop cloths, and y'all, all of that stuff, dust and whatever that them drop cloths had collected was all up in my throat. Okay, I thought I needed to take an allergy pill or something. I felt like my nose was itchy, everything. But needless to say, I wanted to give a shout out to my husband, because y'all, the way that I irked his last nerve up in this trailer, y'all, I give him so many cool points, because I got on his nerves, honey. I mean, his last nerve. From chewing on ice to from chewing on ice to sitting on the bucket and rolling around to plucking with him whenever he walked past me. I mean, it can go on. So I just wanted to give a shout out to my husband, because his patience for me is amazing. And I just love him. I just wanted to tell you. Okay, so I thought that this would be the perfect time in the last few minutes of the video to go ahead and encourage someone. So one of the things that I can definitely say is, with this particular trailer, my husband has customized it to make it work for our business. Now, I want to also let someone know, like, don't feel like you can't do it. If you have a business plan, like, look at YouTube videos, Google stuff, look up information. Google is set up where there's no question too small, there's no question too big. And the same way that you will call up a person and ask them something is the same way you can Google it. So if it's a long question, Google it, and it's okay, it'll work. My husband looked at a few different organization styles. I remember him doing some research on some ideas and stuff like that. So as you can see, those black drawers right there is really nothing but toolboxes that he put in here. All the wood parts that you see is build out that he built himself. So all of those cubbies in the back of the trailer is cubbies that he built. All at the bottom is cubbies that he built, and I did not show you guys the other side, so you can kind of see it but not really. But on the other side, he also took ordinary shelves and slid them in there and built a wall around the shelves so that the shelves wouldn't slide. You can see also throughout the trailer he has bungees, because it's to keep everything secure. And I want to also encourage you guys, a lot of the things that my husband has done has been temporal for the trailer until he figures out a different plan, a different way. But I think this has been really amazing for the way that he has it and the setup that he has it for. It's like it's been perfect for him. So he's going to put up some lighting and all of that other extra stuff. So I'll show you guys that throughout the time frame that he gets it done, so then you'll get a chance to see it. And I'll also give him a chance to come back through and definitely on the YouTube channel, because if you don't know, I'm definitely taking videos from our TikTok and taking them over to YouTube, so you will see them there. He will definitely get a chance to do more voiceovers. So in other words, use what you have to start. Stop making excuses to sit still and not bring forth the vision that God has gave you. Amen.